So let's go into the next tab here, which is substitution as applied to a bill of material. So I can't do a quick show of hands here, but I assume that most of you have gotten a bill of material where you've gotten cells that look like this, where the manufacturer part numbers are separated by carriage returns or line breaks or whatever you want to call it, enters within the cell. So all your part numbers are in one cell rather than having them neatly divided into separate cells. And the question more often than not is, how do I separate these cells into something that I can now work with and do, copy and paste or upload into whatever system I'm working with or so on. So we're going to use the same substitution formula that we had done before to apply it to these cells. So let me show you how that works. So we're going to apply substitute formula here, and then I'm going to reference the cell that is containing my text. So it's A3 right now. And then I'm going to say, what is the old text? Well, the old text here is an enter. I can't just push enter or something like that to get it to understand what I'm trying to do. So instead, I'm going to actually reference the character. And the character for a carriage return is character 13, which you may or may not know, but it's a nice thing to just memorize. So I'm just going to put character 13, and that means carriage return in Excel world. And if you ever get confused about which character to actually reference, you can always look it up. If you go to Google, it's a great source, but there's a lot of different characters out there, special characters especially, that you can use references to using the character formula here. And then I'm going to say, what is my new text? Well, I don't necessarily want to use a space or an underscore because that might create a more confusing thing for me, because I could have a manufacturer space, a manufacturer part number. So I'm just going to pick something that is completely, completely off the wall, that there's no way it could be in the bill of material. So I'm going to put a tilde like this. So wherever it finds this carriage return, it's going to replace it with a tilde, and now I'm going to push enter. And you can see what it did here is it took the chemet part right here, and then it put two tildes because I've got a line break to get to this next row, and then another one to get to the third row. So I put two tildes here. Similarly, I can copy this formula down, and you can see what it's done is it's replaced the line breaks with a tilde.